Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to do this video for you today. I'm going to be using the new MAC Dazzleshadows. So first what I do is give my face a nice refreshing spray with the MAC Fix Plus. Then I'm going to go in with their Strobe Cream to really moisturize my skin and give it a nice dewy look. This is also going to act as a primer for our foundation. Here you can see the difference from the Strobe Cream and then the other side without the Strobe Cream. It really does give your face a nice glow from within. You want to make sure you blend that in really well because we know the sun can definitely dry out your skin. So just go ahead and blend that in all over the face. Don't forget to check the description box out down below. I'm going to list every single product I use since I don't list them in the video. And I'm going to list them in order of which I use them. So definitely check that out. Now before I start out with the makeup, I'm going to fill in my brows because I really feel like it defines the face and it kind of gives me a guideline of where to go with the makeup. So first I'm going to use e.l.f.'s brow gel to kind of put these bad boys in place. This brow gel is amazing. This is like my third one. It's I think $1 or $2, definitely worth it. Then I'm going to go in and fill in my brows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in Blonde, and I'm going to do so with her number 12 brush. And I'm not doing anything too crazy here, just filling them in where I find the hairs are sparse and kind of just defining them a bit more. To define them even further, I take the NYX Micro Brow in Ash Brown and then just line them up on the bottom to give them a super precise line. Before I go in with my shadows, I'm going to get the eyelash curling out of the way, so you can go ahead and do that. To act as a base for my shadows, I'm going in with MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. This is going to also prevent all the shadows from creasing, and it's going to enhance the colors that we're going to use today. I'm using the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. I love this to buff the paint pot in. This is exactly what it's doing. I want to make sure I get a nice, clean base. To set the paint pot, I'm going to use the BareMinerals Mineral Veil, and this one is in Brightening Gold. Instead of using a separate shadow, I just use this one because this is what I'm going to use to set my under eyes as well. And it's going to help all the shadows blend easier. Then for my crease shade, I'm taking Soft Brown by MAC. That's exactly what the color is, a soft brown. It's a gorgeous transition shade, and it's going to play nicely with the other shadows I'm going to use today. You don't have to be too precise with this shade because we are looking for more of a wash of color for the look today. So with all the shadows that I use, I kind of just make sure I don't go past the crease. This is the only shadow that I'm going to really kind of pass the crease with. Next, I'm taking one of my favorite shadows by MAC, which is Red Brick. It's a burnt orange shadow. I love this shade so much. So I'm going to place that kind of on the lid and then a little underneath the soft brown, not passing the crease. To do so, I'm using e.l.f.'s blending eye brush, and this one was also $1. So definitely check out e.l.f.'s brushes and e.l.f.'s makeup line because they're definitely worth the price, which is super cheap, and they get the job done. To blend out soft brown and red brick, I take a MAC 217 brush. This is going to ensure that all our shadows are blended out flawlessly and nicely. You want to use super controlled movements because this is a wash of color like I said, so you don't want it to go any further than the crease. To give more depth to this look and definitely more smokiness, because this is a night out look, I used Brown Script by MAC, which is a super burgundy dark brown shade. I'm going to use the eye crease brush, which is a little bit smaller than the blending brush, also by e.l.f., and I'm putting it on the outer V of my eye. Then you want to pick up a blending brush. This is again the MAC 217 brush to blend all those shadows together. Now for the star of the show, I'm using the new shadow by MAC, Dazzleshadow. This one is in Let's Roll. I can't even explain the shade. It's orangey, pinky, goldish. This is definitely my favorite eyeshadow shade I have ever used. And the good thing about these is that you can use them wet. So what I do is I first apply it with my finger on my lid, and then I go ahead and blend it out a bit. Then I'm going to take another Dazzleshadow by MAC, which is called She Sparkles. It's a silver kind of shadow with gold, with pink and purple pigments in them, and I just place that on the inner corner to really brighten up the eye and give it a nice contrast. Then what I like to do is spray a flat shader brush with some Fix Plus and add more of Let's Roll on the lid to give it a even more pigmented wet look. This shadow is definitely a must-have for summer. It's literally so gorgeous. You have to go check it out for yourself. Then for foundation, I chose MAC Studio Face and Body Foundation in color C2. This foundation is so beautiful. It's a sheer kind of foundation, definitely buildable coverage, and it gives you a nice natural finish. This is kind of like a My Skin but better foundation. It gives a gorgeous glow to the skin, and then it gives me enough coverage. I'm going to take my Real Techniques buffing brush and really buff that in the skin. I like using a buffing brush rather than my beauty blender for this one because it is such a sheer foundation. I didn't want my beauty blender to pick up extra product, so I just used this one to really buff it in and give me a nice even application. Then to really brighten up my under eyes, I'm going to use the Instant Age Rewinder, the Dark Circle Eraser from Maybelline, and this one is in the color Brightener and Illuminator. Then I also take the Revlon Photoready Eye Primer and Brightener. These two together are perfect. They're both a salmon shade, so they're going to erase the blue and purple undertones under my eyes to really brighten them up. I put that around my nose where I have some redness, and then a little bit down the bridge of my nose to kind of highlight a bit. So I want to keep the brightening effect kind of going on, so I'm going to go right back in again with the BareMinerals Mineral Veil in Brightening Gold to really set that concealer underneath my eyes. It has gorgeous gold reflex in it, which is going to help brighten up my under eyes and make me appear more wide awake and glowy. Then to bronze up my skin a bit, I'm going to take the Soleil Tan De Chanel, and I'm just going to place this where I would normally place my bronzer or my contour, so around the shadows of my face. I'm going to put them by my cheekbones, the sides of my nose, around my forehead, and then along the jawline. To do so, I'm going to use one of my favorite brushes, which is another brush by e.l.f. It's the small stipple brush. This with the Chanel de Tan is just so beautiful. The application is gorgeous. I really love these two together. It's a great combo. And this bronzer is absolutely amazing. I'm so happy that I bought this. I it's just amazing. Like the color payoff, look at how glowy my skin looks from it. It gives you such a natural finish. Ugh, I can't get enough. Now I'm going to take the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, the pressed one in rose gold. I'm going to use this as a blush slash bronzer. It's a nice rose gold shimmer. Then I went ahead and applied my false lashes off camera. I put some super natural lashes. I didn't show them because I don't know exactly what brand they are or anything, and I wish I did because I absolutely love them. And then I went in with more brown script to really darken it and smoke out the entire look. You want to blend one more time with the 217 brush to make sure you have a nice seamless application. You don't want any harsh lines for this look because it is a wash of color. What I like to do for the bottom lash line is kind of just take all my brushes and add the excess product underneath my eyes. So with the brown script left on this brush, I'm going to put that on the bottom lash line, then take whatever was left on the e.l.f. brush and add that as well. And then just blend it all out one more time. Then you can go ahead and add your mascara on the bottom lashes since you're finished adding shadows there. If you're wearing falsies, adding mascara to the bottom is definitely a step you don't want to miss. For lips, I chose a pink shade. This one is Snob by MAC, and I absolutely love this. It's a nice opaque pink. Then I kind of wanted to give it a bit of gloss, so I took the NYX Lip Plumper, and it's just a clear gloss, so you can use any kind of clear gloss you have. I really like how the pink plays off with the pink sparkles and this eyeshadow. And then I kind of lost some of that sparkle on the inner corner, so I add more of She Sparkles in there. And then I do take it to the inner corner of the bottom lash line. And last but not least, I spray my face with Fix Plus one more time to give me a nice, healthy glow. And here is the finished look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this summer night out makeup look. It does require a minimal amount of makeup. It's not as dark as other night out looks, so feel free to try it out. If you do, hashtag Christina Marie Creations on Instagram, Facebook, etc. Like this video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out the description box. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.